Here at Willow Creek Lake in northeast Nebraska, you can have a great time camping with your family. You could boat, you could fish, but the one thing you have to watch out for is toxic algae. A popular northeast Nebraska lake that has a history of having toxic algae in its water is still contaminated. Willow Creek State Recreation Area gives families an opportunity to fish, boat, and camp is still not a safe option for swimming in certain areas, according to the Lower Elkhorn Natural Resources District. Mike Susek, who is the general manager there, said they just got informed about a week ago about more toxic algae in parts of the lake.
The sample last week came back positive for exceeding the recommended amount for the toxic algae, blue-green algae that's in the lake. So that notice came on Thursday. We notified Game and Parks, and they put up signs for people to stay out of the water.
You might be wondering, why does this blue-green algae keep showing up in the lake? Well, Susek says it's a reoccurring thing.
It's a seasonal thing. The algae needs sunlight, and so now the days are longer. There's just a lot of nutrients flowing into the Willow Creek.
The way this toxic algae is developed is by two different things.
We've done studies. We have a huge load of nitrogen coming in on the tributary, Willow Creek tributary itself, and then we have a big load of phosphorus coming in on the North Trib, and they combine there at the lake and they mix up, and then there's just so much nutrients for those. For the algae to feast on, and it just blooms and gets out of control.
Susek said this type of algae is something you need to take seriously.
It could be really irritating, but if you're a small child or a dog, it could be toxic enough to kill you. So it's something you want to take seriously.
The good news is swimming isn't totally off limits at the lake. Susek says the algae is pretty easy to identify, and you just want to steer clear of the areas it's in.
You can see it in the water. It almost looks like a green paint on top of the water. You definitely want to stay out of areas like that.
Reporting at Willow Creek State Recreation Area for News Channel Nebraska, I'm Nolan Huffman.